dalmatians, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds 2. So we are at Eridanos, something like that. And sadly last time we had many game crashes, which pissed me off. But we are back, and we are currently here at Golden Ridge, and we just did those bounties here. Like we killed the something brothers or something like that. So we can do that, and we can return to Matrix Mercy and collect our reward. We also have things here which I can't do right now though, so yeah. So let's first get our money. It's all about the money. That was here. Completely different topic, but I really hope this patch wins the next game. I've played it 1 through 4 so far, and it's quite an interesting game that I would love to see on stream. Question, I think this is also like episode, right? Again, right? And I think they release episode after episode. Are all the episodes now already released?
Got a bad feel about this line, hon.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was? Since the schism, the Protectorate have
Okay. Turn in a completed bounty. Turn in Jan Dunsany's bounty. Turn in Moritan and Edward Dunsany's bounty. No bounties found. Done all of them. Averas, thank you so much for the secretary list. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you. That's very nice. So really nice. Okay. So I can't do this here right now, the last voyage of the X-Free Market, because I don't really know how to get the alcohol for Prospero, and Otto I would need to buy shit, and I don't want to buy stuff right now, so we are not doing that. Scott, thank you so much for your resub. 6 months. Wow, thank you so much. How are you doing? Thank you, that's so kind of you. Thank you. Mwah! Thank you. Hi Loki, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, the mural pieces we will find here sooner or later, and cards and all that. That's also something that we find sooner or later. So right now, I have only the main mission often. The German came through, and that would be on the trail of the traitor. So let's do that. Thank you, Averas. Can you say hi to me in German? Hi. It's totally the same.
Welcome. Have you come to bask in the Order's knowledge?
Hello.
1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies for the displaced.
Seems you're pretty busy helping displaced. What exactly do you do here?
I have 0 allotted time for random queries, at present or in the foreseeable future. But very well. As the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine.
Sure to say, but the displaced may not have noticed either.
With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one can hardly blame them. That they are fed and remain healthy is sufficient for me.
I bet you're more stressed than you let on, but you seem happy about it.
The Order of the Ascendant is dedicated to the ascension of humanity. Our ultimate goal may not be reached in our lifetime. If I can help others in need today, I shall do so to the utmost extent of my abilities and resources.
This patch has episodes, 2 more episodes coming out end of the month, 25th. Ah, okay, interesting.
Appreciate. Yes.
I mean, maybe that would even be fun because we would be quite close to that one, but oh well. We'll never know. We'll never know. I could say hello in black. Hallo in schwarz.
What is it? I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-specific discourse, so choose your words with expediency. Oh, new arrivals. Of an independent operative nature, one presumes. Did the abbot assign you to help?
No, but it seems like you need it.
Yes. Unfortunately, you are the first to notice. Infrastructure requests from the displaced exceed present resource capacity. The mounting accumulation of prevailing desideratum is regrettably beyond us. Or beyond me, more to the point. I am simply one person, impossibly stretched thin, and unable to attend to the needs of the displaced.
Where exactly do you need the most help?
One priority concern stands out. Well, something of a dispute, really. One where my latest near-future prognostics report may provide some guidance. Tell me, what do you know of the exclusion zone?
The Order is keeping the zone off limits for shady reasons.
Excuse me, but the intricate dance of the cosmos is anything but shady. You see, the seer predicted that a calamity would befall the exclusion zone, warning that the barrier must not be crossed. But the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway, laughing in the face of certain peril.
Precisely how is the exclusion zone dangerous?
We don't know, and therein lies the frustration. The seer has augured death for anyone who enters the exclusion zone. Yes, you heard me right. Death. Furthermore, and I quote, an outside mediator, having earned the confidence of both sides, has a high likelihood of clearing up an ongoing dispute. We can't have the voice of the displaced sowing disorder. Will you help us? Will you be our outside mediator, as was foretold?
It's a really short game, though. What are we talking about short? 5 hours? If you believe both sides will listen, then I'm in.
I believe only in the cold, inconvenient mathematics of the cosmos. This will work. It must work. The first step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. Talk to the people of Matriarch's Mercy. The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. We can't both be right. Feel free to speak with the voice of the displaced herself if you aren't already acquainted. Any questions before you get started?
What can you tell me about the voice of the displaced?
I can tell you she's a rabble-rouser of the highest order. Still, she cleaves to her principles. That's something. You can find her outside, among her people, stubbornly defying an order barricade.
Well, you said I was foretold. How does that work?
Novice Seer Vicarage should have ample time to illuminate you on the Order's forecast modeling methods. He's just down the room from here.
I've spoken to a few people with valid concerns about the conditions in camp.
These are the data points we need. Keep at it then. Precision is ever our ideal. Many people around camp support or object to our methods. Speak to them, form your own opinion, and when you are ready, we will decide the fate of the exclusion zone.
My German sucks. I mean, if you haven't learned it, German isn't easy. German is not an easy language. Present and future company excluded. Present and future company excluded.
The grand plan is the predetermined or every scientician yearns to visit the Arcadia.
I mean, I already talked to some of them. I don't really know who she's talking about being their speaker.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the Order. I'm not in the prediction business.
Look, I'm not with. How long are we meant to stay here?
Who is supposedly the one leading that?
I'll try not to.
Hi, Sean. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. What's this girl I used to hook up with, and she said German is the easiest language to learn because all you do is smash all the letters together and aggressively say them together. Not really how it works, but I mean...
Ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders,
8 episodes in
water
total, each
defecting,
around 1 hour.
there's no putting this sprat
So 8
back
to
into
10
the camp.
hours. I see.
Oyster is looking
It's kind of what I
good right
thought.
about now.
If we factor for random elements offsetting certain key
Where would the
variables,
lady be?
upsetting the mock apple cart, as it were, we start to grasp
Do
the
they
potential
mean
range of disruption.
the Sub Rosa ones? No, but the Sub Rosa ones make money on their own, do they not?
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I
We're
predict
not going
with an
anywhere.
8.23 margin of
Not on the
error
basis
that our
of some
situation will
half-baked
improve
prediction.
in time.
This so-called exclusion zone is where we stake our claim.
Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged you as some sort of prosperous scrapper by the rough look you got about you. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. Okay. I give up. Tell me.
Earth Directorate Gia, and you are?
May Huffstutler, formerly Auntie's Choice, Department of Invasive Marketing. Now, the voice of the displaced. That's what those in the Order call me, leastways. An unofficial sobriquet, likely meant as a petulant slight. On account I object. Louder. More often than the rest. Those of us ended up here have very little except needs. I turn those into demands for reasons of clarity and import.
I was going to Berlin next summer, and I'll be there for months. So hope I see you if you manage to travel away from streaming. Me? No, I'm not living even close to Berlin. So good to see you. Good to see you, Sean. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Grab yourself something to eat, some to drink, make yourself comfortable. I really hope you enjoy the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, this the Anzeigen. Oof. Where did all those people come from?
Some are former Auntie's Choice like me. Some were abandoned by the Protectorate. All of us have been displaced by conflict somehow, directly or otherwise. Happy as I am to make your acquaintance, I'm busy staking our claim over the exclusion zone, so if you'll excuse me.
Hi, Astralkicks. Thank you so much for the stream stick of 3. And hi, Skyfire. How are you doing? You don't eat her, I would. Oof. How are things around camp?
Vexing. We're at the mercy of the Order, and the Order is at the mercy of their predictions. Not to insult our gracious hosts, but these people don't wipe themselves unless an equation tells them to.
Minister Algarva wanted me to speak with you about the exclusion zone.
Oh, so that's how it is. You're the mediator that was foretold. Am I right? The Order wants us to believe that a catastrophe is coming to the exclusion zone at any second. Why? Because math told them so. Screw their predictions. We have people displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them.
I'm sure the Order has your safety in mind. Fun fact, I do believe that. I think they have weird reasons why they think they should leave
This
it though.
camp keeps us safe from the war, and now the Order wants to keep us safe from the camp? Where are we supposed to go? I honestly don't give the slightest whit about the Order's idea of math or whatever calculation tells them that a catastrophe may or may not occur.
What does the administrant want? To shut me up? To discredit me?
I'm supposed to get the lay of the land and negotiate terms of peace. Never fear, I am the mediator chosen by fate. No.
I don't know what the administrant's game is, but call me intrigued. Best thing you can do is introduce yourself around camp. See why we need the exclusion zones open.
Already asked around the camp a bit, actually.
All right. You keep at it. When the time comes, I'll be ready to pit my reason against the Order's.
You wouldn't? No, I wouldn't eat meat. Hello. So I don't really understand.
I suppose I can give you the time of day.
Show your work or shove off.
What really was my mission here right now? Is it just who I needed to talk to? Now I need to go back to the lady? Or who am I missing?
What happened to this? Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I predict with an 8.23 margin of error.
Scienticians around the settlement inform me you've made some inquiries. Good, good. Continue poking around
Where
further,
do you need to
though.
poke around?
Have you spoken to all representatives of the Order? All of the displaced? The doctor? The questionable types from Sub Rosa?
I think I did.
Investigated the containers. If not, do. Well then, if you need me in the meantime, I'll be here, up to my ocular organs and requests.
Who else am I missing?
Ruth Bassar is the first
Talk
among
to
equals
them?
of the Laureate Council. She
Talk
will
to
raise
them. I talk to the
humanity
doctor. Talk to
Go
her.
on. You take care now. You hear?
Talk to the dude up there.
Friends, neighbors, while you shelter in Matriarch's mercy, heed the teachings of the Order.
My noggin sure
I
is
talk
sore.
to them. Talk to all of them already, did I not? Hello,
Hey,
hello.
it's Favorite Fixer.
Greetings. I heard tell that you aided Spider in his little reconnaissance venture at the Guardian Estates. Between the two of us, I sent him out there to get him to cease jabbering.
Nothing from her.
Don't make me call Mapother and Mudge over. They don't like no fighting for free.
Who am I
My
missing?
noggin sure is sore.
Maybe up here?
Please keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
Hello, where's the one that I'm missing?
Look, I'm not with Auntie anymore. We all had reasons to leave.
Really? What was yours?
Honestly, I don't think it matters.
Thus, algorithmic dissonance.
Who am I missing?
How could something be
You? Am I missing you?
With the very idea
No.
is preposterous. The ratio of flavor to spoonful
Algorithmic
is a
dissonance?
delicate balance. Don't even like the sound of it. How could something be in?
I'm so
Arcadia
confused.
shall ever return to how it was.
I wish. Between
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Keep your
wish.
behavior within
the
acceptable
invaders,
parameters.
the order defecting.
You missing me? Maybe I do.
Sprat back into the camp.
No, but seriously, who am I missing?
Sorry,
Wasteland devoid of
got
life.
some kind of tickle
Hi,
in my
Ruby.
chest.
How you doing?
Plain inside. Look a little pale.
Thank you, Fixter. Thank you, very kind of you.
No.
We had a lovely weekend so far.
No.
That's
You lose
okay.
our spot in line, we ain't gonna have anywhere to go. I ain't going back to corpse.
So I think I'm... Let's go back to Rolo. I mean, I've already talked to him, but... She said something about containers, so maybe... Get the fuck up there.
Anybody needs me, I'll be right here, patiently awaiting my latest personalized...
I'm a little hungover. Oh, not so fun, not so good. Let's steal some stuff. This is all mine. Who am I missing? God damn it!
Stranger?
I mean, wait, maybe I'm missing somebody inside of the building. That could be the case. Hi, Tips. How you doing? Drink a liter of water before bed after drinking from it helps. It does, yeah. Hi, Mad Max. How you doing?
Look on the bright side.
My time is yours. Farewell.
Maybe it's somebody in here. Ah, it's probably that dog.
By the law. It's you.
It's probably exactly that dog. Pretty certain that this is exactly the dog that I'm
You're right.
missing.
The universe does.
Ah, I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Currently, that is. Well then, I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct?
Oh, just found out that last time that if I'm drunk, I clean my rooms. I mean, there are worse things. That's quite a good one. How does the auto predict the future?
We utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible, and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to help steer our followers' paths.
So you tell everyone in the order what to do?
More what to watch out for. Advisement on adhering to the plan. Forecasts of probabilistic dangers. Elements of larger predictions made relevant to groups and individuals.
They're
The
cray-cray.
Department of Predictive Analysis is mainly populated by seers like myself, who represent the Order's most talented mathematicians. After
Guys, you're
years of
lunatics!
study, some can predict events a few seconds or minutes into the future with reasonable precision. Others can estimate with up to 71.1% accuracy several months out. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive, but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. No offense.
How do weekly prognostic reports and personalized order predictions differ?
The former are generalized forecasts for groups or settlements. The latter are more specialized to individuals and take far more time to calculate. Usually some are handled by one of the more senior seers in a region, but with Seer Wiley's days taken up advising the abbots and other things, this responsibility falls to me. Regrettably, I have built up a bit of a sizable backlog.
Not gonna lie, I wouldn't join that order, but it does make sense what he's saying. How does it make sense? They're using calculations to foresee the future, but not in sense of scientifical, but about weird equations that nobody of them understands. It's a little bit like astrology. At least how I understand it. If you believe in astrology, sure, but to make other people suffer due to that? I don't know. Can you tell me anything about the situation in the settlement?
Matriarch's mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area.
Like AI? No, not really. I mean, one of them even told me that his predictions are, how did he say? 4 out of 5 predictions are always wrong, but I still believe in them. So it's like your horoscope. And then it's very vague, so like a horoscope. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for the bless yous. So you lack any substantial ways to aid the refugees?
There's nothing more practical than improving lives now, is there? We've offered the displaced access to our weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions.
They're not even giving them food or anything?
Rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly.
One person here will swear by the Order's predictive methods?
One of our recent guests, Rollo Nast, has received multiple
that's the one who even said,
order predictions.
4 out of 5
I
are
believe
wrong.
he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well.
This is a predictory. I expected more than a death.
True, my situation does lack a certain refinement. Regrettably, this is Matriarch's mercy. Well, I do believe you're needed elsewhere.
Like I said, no, I wouldn't join them. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what makes you think that what they are saying makes sense, or that you like it? Or did I understand that wrong? Did I catch you wrong there? Never said that I don't understand the equations. It's all about probability. The probability of like 1%. How is it an equation that makes sense then?
Oh, thank the architect you're finally here.
I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help.
I have a question first. What do you think of conditions at the camp?
As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out.
Anything I can do to assist with that?
Since you asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Lamping. Just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all.
You desperately need my help with something else?
You see, the Seers are members of the Order who labor over the universal equation. Even in its unfinished state, the equation gives them the means to predict the future. Recently, I had a rare opportunity to ask the Seer for guidance. He told me that a dashing outsider would answer my prayers. I feared the prediction was a fluke, but here you are. A dashing outsider standing before me.
What is it you need so badly?
Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the Seer predicted an outsider would find them.
Hi Parrot, how are you doing? Cost into sand, has the man never heard of COVID? Fun fact, that dude is a hypochondriac. We already talked to him. And he's just doing that to get his own bed, so... It does make sense. Oh, come on, Fexter! What about me? I fancy myself something of a medical professional.
You also strike me as someone on the go. I need committed medical employees, not a freelancer. The Seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks.
Before I get to that, I had another thing.
How can I be of service?
Tell me what
Since
you
you
have
are
for
a
sale.
refugee, I hope you...
You ask? I mean, yeah, but... Okay. Read the Seer's prediction. Where? Here. Though you may be a stranger to these lands, you shall help us by locating medical specialists essential to the health and well-being of Matriarch's mercy. Be they formally trained or... unconventional approach, rest assured that they will be welcomed with open arms. A taxidermist, a 7 with needle and thread, can be found within the bounds of Matrix Mercy. Auto mechanical that is found prey to scrappers is located to the west in the Guardian Estates. A plumber, a specialist in the most depraved and yet essential biological function, is currently in the trenches of combat. Okay. Recruit the Automech Doctor. Okay. I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking, Parrot. Oh yeah, that Automech Doctor. I talked to him. He was very nice. I really liked him. Was the one they shot at. Hi, buddy. Oh. He was still very nice. It's just the wrong one, but he's somewhere here. And they did shoot at him. There he is.
Warning. This artificial unit is in existential peril. Searching for navigation data back to Matriarch's mercy.
You must be one of the medical
Result,
specialists in
error.
Sea of Foretold.
Navigation systems offline. This unit is not programmed to respond to order prognostication. Farewell. Greetings once searching for navigation. Accurate statement detected. This unit is both helpless and aimless. Assistance
Automech
requested.
Anatomist or Hack 8. What the heck? This is now the second time that I can't do something because I'm not skilled enough for it. So what do I do now? What do I do now? Hi Ellen, how are you doing? Get skilled? Yeah, I mean, sure, but that can't be, like... Isn't there another way that I can get things? How was it called? Automech something. Automech Anonymous. Hack 10. I will not skill hacking. Hi Marcus, how are you doing? That's confusing. So I guess I will never do that mission here. I mean, normally there should be like another way around if you don't have the skills high enough. But apparently you are locked out of some missions because you can't do specific things. Did it crash again? Dude, listen. Outer Worlds starts to piss me off. This is now the second time that the game is crashing and I can't probably... This is starting to piss me off. Hi Elias, how are you doing? Watching a movie today, but can't say what it is in the chat other than that's good. What? Oh, you can't say what the movie is. I see. Starting a new game today, remember to... I mean, it is very unstable.
The Order and their...
I really have to say the game is very unstable. And that one pissed me off that I can't do anything with the automech now. I mean, as I said, replayability, yeah, okay, I get that. But then they should be like, oh yeah, I already see that you're not a hacking specialist, so I won't even talk to you. That you can't even get further, you know?
What happened to this place? Law.
Oh. Administrator Agrawal. Here to finally hash this out, are you? Thought this day would never come.
Yes, well, our esteemed outsider here has agreed to thoroughly appraise our situation, in the hope that we may finally close the book on the exclusion zone once and for all.
They say you asked around. Listen to folks. That's a good start, at least.
Remind me again, what's this whole argument about? I mean, I am ready to
Speaking as a representative of the Order, we will abide by the Mediator's decision if you do the same.
Agreed.
Mediator, I leave the fate of the exclusion zone in your capable hands.
Let's talk about the displaced in their perspective.
I'm all ears, Mediator.
I spoke to the camp doctor about the health situation here.
I understand he is rather short-handed.
Yeah. Someone should get right on that, huh? Anyhow, what was the good doctor's diagnosis?
He has meds to treat sickness, but he can't cure overcrowding.
At Auntie's choice, we'd view this from a lens of how sickness undercuts productivity.
That is indeed unfortunate. But the dangers predicted for the exclusion zone may outweigh these concerns.
I found evidence of a collapsed structure, did I? How are you doing? I'm doing okay, thanks for asking, Elias. How are you doing?
Collapsed. But we built Matriarch's Mercy to optimize comfort and safety.
I'm guessing you're saying this wasn't an official structure. More of a hastily assembled, precariously built shanty.
Refugees shouldn't have to build in these conditions. These huts come crashing down.
People are struggling to make do with what they have. If we had the exclusion zone, this wouldn't be a problem.
I'm aghast these structures weren't built following established Order construction guidelines.
You heard about this business of the Sub Rosa altercations?
The what now?
When grievances between the displaced approach fisticuffs, we hire Sub Rosa hooligans to duke things out for us.
That is unquantifiably absurd. And I don't see how moving into the exclusion zone will help.
Overcrowding leads to frustration. Minor issues get amplified in unproductive ways.
Unproductive is one thing. Paid Donnybrooks with surrogate fighters is... well, I'm at a loss for an applicative metaphor to describe it.
You're playing Outer Worlds 2? The game I have? I got Outer Worlds on my PlayStation 4. Nice, enjoy it. It's a good one. I'd like to discuss what I found out about the Order sign.
Speak on then.
Rolonas taught me a bit about the Order's prediction and the usefulness.
Did he also happen to mention they were needlessly oblique and vague?
He says they weren't always accurate, but he was too scared to ignore them.
But our predictions are given to inform and protect, not to frighten.
Oh, you're doing the opposite.
I do not mean to disrupt.
I spoke to Vicar already about her support for the displays.
You mean that missionary type who's always talking at everybody instead of to them?
She's out of touch with people's actual needs, but then again, so is the Order.
A bit rude, don't you think?
Nope.
But since this mediation was foretold, I will not dispute your findings.
Provisioner Plotnik informed me about Order efforts.
Well, you actually got the Provisioner to give you the time of day. Huh.
Ah, yes. I sometimes forget Provisioner Plotnik is also assigned to minding the displaced's needs. Her role is largely proactive, while mine is reactive.
Provisioner seems committed to ensuring the displays want for nothing. The Provisioner's work is highly valued. She's a credit to the Order. She keeps Matrix Mercy supplied, except for critical space and building supplies. No.
If the Provisioner's booked up, I say redeploy another egghead at the matter.
It's less of an issue of personnel as it is of safety. Contrary to your assumptions, we do care about your collective and individual well-being. By my calculations, you've explored this topic from every conceivable angle. Admirable work, Mediator. I suspect that your sympathies lie with the displaced. Unfortunate if true, but I leave the decision in your capable hands.
I go for the displays, guys!
If this is the fate that was augured, then I will not complain. Though it goes against my very nature. Please, be safe. That's all I ask.
Let's hope I won't regret that and they will die.
The exclusion zone is our problem now. Here. You stay out of trouble. We'll try
and
and
now
do the
they're
same.
getting eaten by something big that's in the exclusion zone. Could happen. Is it on PlayStation 5 Outer Worlds 2? I think so.
Thanks again, stranger. The Order won't scare us off that easily.
I think so. That's very annoying, I have to say.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another
Just
colony?
hope we've done the right thing.
To be honest, I also hope we've done the right thing because I'm really not sure.
Welcome back. Any luck in this?
I'm really not sure.
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
What if in the exclusion zone is like a monster and it's munching all of them? Then I would just say, oh well.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
I remember playing the Outer Worlds 1 on Switch, looked okay, did not get the chance to complete it. Oh, it's fun, I really liked the first one. So far I like the second one too, except for, as I said, in my opinion, it's quite unstable. Decidability, what in word are you talking about?
Logic, primarily. The study of correct reasoning, sequence, consequence relation. Ah, but I see by the glaze in your eyes that's of no interest to you, so let's move on, shall we? The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge?
Hi, Strictly9, how you doing? I don't watch any Predator, and I also don't really know Jared Leto, so no idea. Fun clash though, the Order follow math logic to the T, versus marketing which tremendously is troubly understanding even simple math. Back up a minute, what was that about? Compartmentalization?
Well, since losing access to the archive, the Order has been forced to limit its open exchange of ideas and information to avoid contaminating what few predictions we can still make.
What's this archive you mentioned?
The archive is a vast network of computational machines built beneath the ice of Cloister. Prior to the invasion, the Order used it to generate predictions on a vast scale. But listen to me prattling on. I'm sure you aren't here for a history lesson.
Maybe we should have this conversation in private, just the two of us?
And leave Abbot Newell to be subjected to the inanity of a total stranger. Absolutely not.
Don't trouble yourself about Seer Wiley. He's here as my aide. I trust him implicitly. Now, you were saying?
I need to speak with Victor Clemens. Supposedly he's a member of your order.
Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
I'm not sure, but it seems like he's involved in a plot to destroy Arcadia.
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse.
A friend of the traitor I'm after said she and Victor had secret contacts within the order.
And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the N-Ray range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
What exactly is Victor working on in this N-Ray range that's so important?
What business is it of yours?
Let's not be unfriendly. The agent's only curious. Obviously, Victor's work has something to do with N-rays, but beyond that, I haven't a clue. More of that pesky compartmentalization, I'm afraid. Besides the highly caustic Zeranium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay.
Are those the same cultists that worship the rifts?
Indeed. They began showing up with their inane theories prior to the invasion. The first sign of dysfunction in the Protectorate. Always starts small, doesn't it? Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order. Whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation.
Jared Letos or not? No idea. I have no clue about him, so I won't say anything about him. I just think he played Joker in one of the Suicide Squads or something like that, didn't he? No offense, Albert, but why should I help you?
No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate?
I'm an agent with the Earth Directorate. What more do you need to know?
Earth Directorate agent is just a title. I'd seek to know who you are beyond that bit of headline.
I am no one. I just have an annoying habit of being in the right place at the right time.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Grab yourself something to eat, something to drink, make yourself comfortable. I really hope you enjoy the stream. How are you? Joker, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's very mistrusting, but I kind of get it, though. Just checking. You sure the Order didn't intentionally attack Auntie's choice?
Most assuredly not. It would eliminate the entire point of the ceasefire. Please convey that fact to whomever you speak with.
You're supposed to be helping me. Why am I the one doing all the work?
And here I was under the impression that investigating crime and injustice was primarily what Earth Directorate agents do.
He's got us there, Commander.
At any rate, I trust whatever's uncovered over the course of this investigation will serve as compensation enough.
Thanks for the leads. I'll look into all of this.
I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
I have a few more questions before I leave.
Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
I've noticed you refer to Willie as a seer. What is that?
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation, particularly in the field of predictive analysis.
Fascinating. The talent must come in handy.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their indispensable counsel. I myself would be lost without mine.
Having someone who can predict the future certainly seems handy with the war on.
Oh, indeed. I needn't educate you on what you can see with your very eyes. There is a great deal of pressure on me to navigate what is a rather novel situation. Without Wiley, I dare say our predicament here would be even more precarious. Many lives depend on him, on us both. Why, Matriarch's Mercy would not be the refuge it is without his predictions shepherding its development.
That isn't saying much. Matrix Mercy is a disaster.
Not if you consider the alternative. Its absence would be far more catastrophic for these poor refugees. Really, the Order is being quite charitable.
What's the story with the giant statue outside?
That is a statue of the Matriarch, Alexandra Varick, Arcadia's founder and for whom the monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-Order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly. According to my calculations, the monastery will be accessible to certain members of the public shortly.
Haha, good news indeed. Oh, you really must visit. The observatory is a true sight to behold.
Sure, I'll be on my way. Idiot. Okay. So, it's there. The invocation of inconclusive innocence. Take the abbot's message to outpost opportunity. I think we'll do that one first. Christmas edition! Take the abbot's message to outpost. Let's do it. Let's do it! There is a mine there. Wait, we've already been here once. I think we were here when we killed one of the bounties, right? Oh, good question. What would happen if I wouldn't have taken the bounty, but I would have killed the dudes? What would have happened there?
Taking a more secure position!
Guns cocked!
Get here. Come here.
Guess they're survivors after all. For now, anyway.
Hello.
What in the scrupulous name of profitable deductibles do you think you're doing? Just who are you, and why are you walking through my triage?
I saw the explosion from the landing pad. What exactly happened here?
Some kind of rocket attack, or maybe an orbital strike. Can't rightly say for sure, but it came from above and hit us hard. Don't suppose you're looking for a way to help?
What
I'm
do you
absolutely desperate. We need compression coils. The attack left more wounded than I have supplies for, plus a hefty amount of uranium poisoning. And the coils on our auto docks have worn out. Without them, they can't convert raw materials into the medicaments needed to help the soldiers heal.
So you need me to find you some new compression coils?
As many as you can. There's so much anti-dropped extra compression coil. Many thanks.
Christmas cake is with Coca-Cola.
Suppose we can aid these
What?
poor fools.
How about some energy drink cake? What are you guys talking about?
If you're not a go-getter, then go away.
You guys are being weird again. You're being weirdos. Same cake again. No. Weird says the lady that puts Fanta in her cake. Was it a good cake? Yes, it was. Did you ever try it? No, you didn't. Is it a fault from your side? Yes, it is. Wait, did I see that right? And we only have 1 out of 15 though? One out of 15, that's so many. Always weird, you know me. You're not that weird. Found Dana's Red Bull donut cake and surprises. I will ignore that.
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked? You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot?
I'm an Earth Directorate agent, and when we see catastrophe, we must lend aid.
A what? Is that like some kind of contractor? Are you looking for a job? Because I have neither the requisite paperwork nor the time to fill it out. Go hustle somewhere else.
The order sent me to help as a gesture of goodwill. They didn't attack you.
Yeah? Well, what exactly makes you so sure of that?
Honestly, I'm not, but a monastery abbot asked me to come here, and he seemed very sincere.
Well, I suppose I appreciate your honesty. But even if I believe you, so what? The damage is done, and it's not like I'm mounting a counterattack.
No, Vex, definitely not. Hi, Green Favor. How you doing? What, a Nerf gun? I hate Nerf guns. He wants you to contact your superiors to make sure things don't heat up or escalate.
Seriously? You expecting me to ring up Auntie and tell her, hello, Maven of all marketing? Just letting you know that this scrutinization officer says everything's hunky-dory. You've clearly been out in the Dorado sun for too long.
Okay, if you won't help me yet, maybe I will help you. You've got quite the mess.
Ah, an offer for transaction. Now you're talking my language. Didn't reckon you as someone sympathetic to our ways. It just so happens we might be able to trade services. Normally I wouldn't admit this kind of weakness. It's bad practice. But I'm really in the squeeze, and you might be useful. Lately, my luck's been right miserable. I got enemy sneak attacks. I got grunts murdering each other. I got unsanctioned power struggles. And it all risks reflecting badly on me.
Badly on you. All that's going on, and you're worried about you.
Well, who else should I be worried about? Do you have any idea how abysmal that's going to look on my next employment review? You cut down the number of issues that are vexing me, and I'll send you word of peace and harmony up the chain. What's good for me is good for you, see? Quid pro quo. Or, if all that sounds like too much work for you, there are other ways to curry my favor. Make me believe your good intentions. Encourage me to take your side.
What do you need done?
That bomb that hit us, it was filled with uranium. So not only did it kill us the good old-fashioned way, it also caused serious
He's very
poisoning.
rude. Yeah, he's an idiot.
My contract medicalist over there is literally up to her elbows in it. Her hourly rate is ridiculous, and our damn autodocs have gone on the fritz from the workload. You get her the compression coil she needs to make the autodocs work, and that should cut her billable hours in half, and then I'll send your message.
How do you agree to help your medics? Is there more that you might need?
There's been a murder at one of our forts. Troopers accused of poisoning her senior officer for some preposterous reason. Problem is, I'm already short on medical specialists. The last thing I can do is waste one for days just to find out if she did or didn't toxify him. Go find out who done it, and I'll send the message you're asking for.
That's an option. What else you got?
This is gonna make no more sense for me saying it than it's gonna make for you hearing it, but apparently, the senior officer at one of my forts is a mantisaur. A real, actual, pincer-faced, carapace-having mantisaur.
Okay.
Not a half-human one, or a psychic one, or a talking one, just a regular old head-munching mantisaur.
Okay.
Anyways, there's some dispute over who his second should be, and he can't exactly decide himself. So go sort it out for me, and I will gladly send your message. Now, you know that's an irrevocable deal, right? So don't let...
Even standing amidst the smoldering ruins of this outpost, the bleeding bodies of his comrades, this fellow thinks only of profit. Auntie's choice is truly odious.
I do agree. That's really fucked, man. Got the Mantisaur in charge. That's so stupid, I love it. You are threatening your mom with a gun? Nerf gun? Sounds very wrong, it does indeed. Have you ever brewed your coffee with Red Bull instead of water though? I don't drink coffee. So I guess not. Just because you lied. Okay.
I just have to ask, what makes you think you're judge, jurist, and executioner?
Think does not come into it. I know my role is just. The sovereign, architect ordained, is right in all things. I act as an extension of himself.
So you just make up the rules as you go along? Sounds like a pretty authoritarian way to keep law and order.
At least my actions are ordained. On whose authority does the Earth Directorate act? Humanities? Do you not aid the citizens of Arcadia against their will?
Bet you even thought that retort clever. Well, are you seeing what I'm seeing right now, Commander?
Honestly, Bradford, I've no notion of how to cool your...
They have Mantisaurs everywhere? Yep. I do see that. Hi Bob, how you doing? Liar, liar, you get the Nerf gun fire. Liar, liar, you get the Nerf gun fire. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny, I gotta admit.
Hey! Hey, stranger! Please, you gotta help me. They're gonna railroad me into a guilty verdict. Then I'll be declogging sewer sediment tanks until I'm dead enough to mulch.
I'd be happy to hear that Durbin at Outpost Opportunity sends me to sort this out.
Durbin! Oh, that's great! He's bound to see the truth of this and let me go. Abner's trying to pin this on me, and it ain't right.
I can tell that you're lying. If you don't tell me the truth, I can't help you.
But I'm not. Why would I kill the chief? There's no profit in it. I'm not up to fill his spot. And if I was, I'm plenty smart enough to make it look like an accident. My last few reviews were fair enough. We weren't fraternizing. Nobody owed anybody money. I've got absolutely no reason to make him dead.
So why would they lock you up for it then?
Because I was there when Cuddy died and they can't figure out what else might have happened. He was fine. Then he just swole up and died. And nobody's the wiser as to why.
His death makes you the prime suspect and your explanation sounds highly suspect.
I know, everyone keeps saying so, but I don't know what else to do. I've got no motive, I ain't gaining nothing, and I've answered all their questions.
She seems truthful, you think so? I think the Outer Worlds is fun so far. I'm enjoying it so far. You have any evidence that you're innocent?
Evidence? How can I have evidence I'm innocent? You think I got a recording of me almost killing Cuddy and then stopping, but him dying anyways?
Fair point, but you've got to know something.
We were eating chow at our post. Cuddy asked me to try his because it tasted funny, but I tried it and it was fine, just like mine. Then he just swole up, turned blue, and died. I made a ruckus, which called everyone in, and all they saw was him dead and me fine. So Security Officer Abner charged me with murder and threw me in here.
Volvo, thank you so much for your resub. 49 months already. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Good morning. How are you doing? So how does that line up with what he said would happen?
It was exactly what Cuddy said would happen if he ate Crabble. He was deathly allergic to Crabble. But we ate Sisty stew, fresh from the can. And ain't no Crabble in Sisty stew.
Did you tell the security officer about Cuddy's allergy?
I don't have to. Cuddy told him himself. He told absolutely everybody, repeatedly, over and over, constantly. Nobody would have served him Crabble knowing that. But that's still gotta be how he died. So I need you to talk to Security Officer Abner, remind him of the allergy, and let him toss all my gear. He won't find Crabble anywhere.
Hi, Svee. How are you doing? Yeah, you had food allergy. Nice. Enjoy it, Ellen. Is there any of the stew still around?
No, that was days ago, and they tossed out the rest of the stew. So I don't even know if the docs will still be able to tell it was allergies that did in Cuddy.
Let me try talking to the security officer. Maybe I can help clear this up.
He will. He has to. It's the truth. I didn't murder nobody. Please, make him understand.
She does seem quite sincere, to be honest. I'm also doing okay. Thanks for asking, Svee.
You, the Getting Go-Getter. I'm offering deals so good, they're worth crawl. Welcome to...
Welcome.
And to show my gratitude, I'm offering you and only you a one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime, exclusively discounted rate of 4/5 of Auntie's standard profiteering rate.
Wow, such a discount. Are you sure you'll manage to stay into business?
Only so long as you tell nobody of this amazing offer. If everybody got that deep a discount, I'd go out of business for sure. So, what will you be
A pet for your ship. Aww. Now it's mine. Is there some way where we can... Doesn't look like it. My belly hurt earlier and then I slept again and now it's fine. No idea what that was. I also have stomach problems for like for a very long time now. For over a week now, I have a very weird stomach problem. Like, not really that I'm like in pain constantly, but my tummy just hurts occasionally, and I don't really know why, and it's really weird if you ask me. I don't get why. Bad knees. Years spent crouching have really done a number on your knees. They age and squeak, but as long as you stay crouching, you can ignore the pain. 30% crouch speed. Crouching emits a 10-meter radius sounds that hostiles can hear and investigate. I mean, I don't really crouch that often. My god, Tristan. Nice! A tossball card. Tristan! Stop it! What a weirdo! Shit, there's someone sleeping. Just stole straight from his ass. Not my problem. Shouldn't have slept. What's there?
Well, hello there, consumer. If you haven't yet, you should be sure to avail yourself of our retail opportunities downstairs. You here for the view?
Actually, I'm helping the dog get outpost opportunity to gather compression coils. Seen any?
Of course. I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. So if you're looking to bargain, I'm sure I've got info for you. Say 250 bits per location.
Sure.
It landed over by some... This back... The last is a pretty little place I like to call the Crystal Overlook.
Thank you. Got him. Thanks, bud. I'm a little mania lady. Little kleptomania lady. Man, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Well, what have we here? You couldn't look less Auntie's choice if you tried. So what are you doing in our fort?
The superior at Outpost Opportunity sent me to help you with your murder investigation.
Durbin sent you? Why? You certainly ain't a certified pre-inhumation inquisitor.
I've made enough corpses that I have a special kind of insight on that.
Oh, lovely. And just what is it you think you can do for me? You ain't even carrying a masticating tissue scrutinator. You just gonna guess what manner of poison killed folk?
No, your suspect makes it sound like Cuddy may have died from his allergies.
What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it.
Do you know what an allergy is? Unless you're all allergic to Crabble, it doesn't matter?
What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned cysty stew. Stew that I can... Oh. Oh no. Oh, did you say Crabble?
Yeah, apparently everyone knew he was allergic to Crabble meat.
Well, he told everyone that. But that ain't exactly the same as it actually being true. See, Cuddy was what you'd call a complainer. He complained about the food. He complained about the weather. He complained about his bunk. He complained about everything. He's also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you gave him reason enough to complain about you, he'd take it up with his uncle, and it'd come back down in your head.
So you poisoned him with Crabble?
Law, no. At least, not on purpose.
So you did?
Half his gripes were really nothing but reasons to grouse. But if you push back too hard, he'd run to his uncle. So most of us just ignored him, assuming he was constantly full of it. And didn't think twice about doing things like stretching the stew with canned Crabble stock.
You knew he was allergic and added Crabble stock to the stew anyways?
What? No. It was an accident. Nobody would have... At least nobody'd mean to. Law, his uncle is gonna see me transferred to mid-operation engine cleaning on the claim. Unless... Hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Some real bits? And keep a tragic accident that'll lead to the end of a promising career. Total secret.
Nope. I was just trying to get justice about it. Now I've done that. Dude, fuck you. You knew that he was allergic. You put that in the stew and now you want to get out of there? Nope.
Well, no. Not yet you haven't. See, I can't just let Bardot go. There'd be questions, accusations, and assumptions as to who was responsible. And that's no kind of solution. And even worse, since there's apparently nobody coming to do an autopsy, I might have to just send Bardot to the claim to start her sentence on all available evidence.
Bribery? No, we're not doing that here, exactly. What an asshole. Been beaten up so many times now in my game that I need a break. Oh no! You would really rag out an innocent person on murder charges to cover your own mistake?
Absolutely.
If I help letting Bardet go won't be enough to cover your debt. Dude. Can I get out of that somehow without helping him? If you sacrifice your own trooper, you suddenly sacrifice me.
Come on now. You need to reconsider. I'm offering you good bits for easy work. You'll also be saving at least one life from the toils
Dude, I don't
of
want
endless
to save
labor.
you from that. Okay, is there any way that I can tell him? I need to help him?
You're back? Why? Thank law. I was genuinely... So we got this thing. An acidic dematerializer that we use to melt mantisaur dung, so it don't call in the local wildlife. But it'll actually work on anything. That means if someone used it to melt Cuddy, there would be no body, which would mean no autopsy, which would mean no evidence, which would end the investigation. I'd do it myself, but my boss said she's on her way for a surprise inspection, so I can't leave. But if you go find one and melt the body, I'll make it worth your while.
What about Bardet?
Well, then she's cleared, of course. No more questions asked. Come on now.
Okay, I will... There must be a way that I don't help him. I don't want to help this dude. I just want to get her out.
What's happening? Are you making any progress? Thank you.
I hate that. There must be a way that I can snitch on him.
Honestly, why do wonderful. Thank law. Then come back and tell me when I've got no more evidence.
Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Grab yourself something to eat, some drink, makes you comfortable. I hope you enjoy the stream. How are you doing? To calm down before I get beaten up again. That makes sense, yeah. So he's probably in there, right? That sucks, man. I don't want to help this dude. It's a little bit dumb that I kind of have to help him, even though I don't wanna. Yeah, it's so stupid that I have to help him. If it helps her too. I mean, it does help her, but I do have to help him for that, which is not cool.
Now, ready to fight.
Hi Vlad, how you doing? Destiny 2 was too easy, now I can't handle real video games. Oof.
I've been told Chief Cuddy's corpse has gone missing. Which is a surprise to both of us, I'm sure. Thank you for your help. You've saved 2 careers today and allowed us to put this whole miserable affair behind us.
This was only ever about proving Bartlett's innocence.
Does that mean you don't want my bits?
I hope you choke on your money.
Well, aren't you a moral marvel? Putting principle above your pocketbook. Too bad I'll never speak of this again. I'd love to hear what my investment circle would think of you.
You did it! You actually did it! I can't believe you could get it done. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage.
Couldn't rest knowing an innocent was being railroaded for someone else's crime.
Someone else's crime? So you know what happened?
Yep. I do. Ebner didn't believe Cuddy was allergic and put crabble stock into the stew.
That good-for-nothing rung leech! That dunderhead! I can't believe he'd... Oh, he's about to learn that poor Chief Cuddy's not the only one with executive contacts in the family. My cousin's a VP in R&D who used to head testing on Numa. Abner's going to spend the rest of his downright miserable life wishing he just confessed and took what's coming. That makes me extra thankful for what you did. If it'd been left in Abner's hands, he'd have made sure they'd thrown me in a hole so deep, even the sprats wouldn't come visit.
Oh, thank you so much for the 200 biddies! Now I don't have to take the blood money from Abner. Thank you! So trying to wake up. How are you? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Oh, I'm drinking Paulana Spezi. Yum.
Yes? Who are you? And why are you attempting to steal my utterly invaluable attention?
Do you have an overt outpost opportunity wants me to settle some kind of leadership issue?
Ah, wonderful! I was hoping someone would bring some sense into this madness. You should go talk to Trooper Wentworth. I'll let him speak for himself before I start speaking for him.
The helmet on his head! Oh my god, that's so cute! I'm also supposed to observe a murder.
Murder? Sure.
Yes, I hope you're not here to apply for employment. I'm already overwhelmed by the sheer volume of peons I'm forced to oversee. And if you're here as a spy, know that the temporary ceasefire is on tenuous footing. So if you stay, it's likely just a matter of time before I'll be stringing you up.
I may not be Auntie's choice, but I was sent by your command at Outpost Opportunity.
Enemy Scrutinization Officer Durbin. What does he want with me?
Alex, thank you so much for your resub. 37 months already. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. How are you doing, Alex? Use code GEOBONG at your next order. Exactly. Safety is important, very important. Sounds Germany exclusive. I don't know if it's Germany exclusive. No, I think we googled that even. Paulana Spezi, I think, is available not worldwide, but definitely in more places than Germany. How are you doing, Alex? Apparently there's some kind of power struggle going on here.
Power struggle? Here? Well, that's news to me. Nobody has dared to challenge Wojciech's steel-pincered leadership. Oh, but I'm being rude. Allow me to introduce Strategic Ingestment Executive Wojciech, Senior Most Representative at Fort Endurance.
Hello! Hi, buddy. I love your little helmet. So it's true, you seriously got to Mantisaur as your commanding officer.
Now you're starting to sound like some of the wagabouts I've got under my command. Why would I be anything but serious? Executive Wojciech has been part of this unit since he was just a pupa. As he grew, he's shown exceptional bravery, stoic stalwartness, and strong leadership. It's earned him promotion after promotion, until our last battle against the Order deprived us of our former chief executive and left him as the senior-most trooper. Okay. The executive welcomes you, but would like to know why Scrutinization Officer Durbin sent you here.
Really? So you speak Mantisaur? Me too. Click, click, girl, clickety clack. He said there's some kind of dispute over who the second in command is.
There's no dispute. Executive Wojciech is in complete charge of the fort. His orders, which I interpret
I think
as
he
his
understands
junior
him because
officer,
of that
are
thing on his
executed
head.
without question. My experimental Mantisaur graft lets me speak with him as easily as I do with you. He emits pheromones that my antenna can detect. He wouldn't be much of a commander if he couldn't communicate with the troops.
I suppose I've heard stranger stories.
You may have heard stranger stories, but never one quite so full of sprat dung.
Designer Bradford, you've been warned about disrespecting the chain of command.
And you've been reminded, repeatedly, that I'm not under your chain of command. I'm technically under the Mantisaur, but that's got nothing to do with you. I just wanted to make it clear to our newcomer that you are full of shit. You've always been full of shit, and you will always be full of shit. So you're best ignored entirely.
That is quite enough, designer.
Is it right? Are you full of shit?
Of course not. I'm just a lowly trooper acting as interpreter. Otherwise, surely these folks would have figured it out by now.
We have all figured it out. Unfortunately, I'm the only one willing to say it to your face.
Yes, well, please excuse our curmudgeonly biologist. She's been a pill ever since the promotion that made Wojciech outrank her. Still, that ugly moment behind us, it's a comfort to my mind that you're here. Executive Wojciech has an assignment we're desperate to have done, but it can only go to someone outside our chain of command.
Ugh, not this crabble scat again. There is zero chance you're right. Zero. And this brilliant assignment of yours didn't go so well for the last group.
Does this have anything to do with solving your leadership problem?
Yes. I have been trying to get Durbin to relieve this duo of command for months. But the lives they've lost with this insanity finally got his attention.
Bradford, how dare you undermine me? I mean, us, like that.
Right, designer, if you're the real reason I'm here, how do we solve this?
Well, if you're competent enough for Durbin to send you, then unlike the others, you can probably survive this fool's errand. And what better way to prove Wentworth is lying?
All right, what's the job?
Wojciech can sense that there are some kind of mutated mantisaurs over yonder, and he wants us to secure one of their pupas to raise as his own.
Oh, stop it. The creature doesn't want a pupa. He doesn't want to breed a superior race of mantisaurs. He wants to eat meat, excrete the excess, and be left alone. That's it. Even if he could ask for a pupa from a rival nest, he'd probably just eat the lobby-damned thing to cut down on competition. He's a bug, nothing more. But the only way to prove it to our command is to have you run this fool's errand. Once it's shown to have been a colossal waste of resources, they'll put me in charge.
That is enough. One more word in question of our executive officer, and I'll have you pitched over the edge with the rest of the enemies we've conquered here.
Yes, sir.
What exactly are you asking me to do?
We need you to infiltrate the mutated mantisaur nest, secure a mutated pupa, and bring it to me here. Do that, and I, and Executive Wojciech, shall make sure you are well rewarded for your efforts.
Feels a pull, Wentworth? Seriously? Excuse me? Apologies for my outburst, but I had need to warn you that an earful from Wentworth is akin to sucking on an inhaler full of ammonia.
Hey, what are you two talking about?
Nothing of your concern, Wentworth! Just ignore him. He was clever enough to pretend that Graft lets him talk with the beast. So overnight, he upstarted from simple trooper to de facto commander of this installation.
You know it's impolite to whisper, right?
But I've studied him extensively, and it is most assuredly nothing but a play for power.
You certain?
I am. I've watched for patterns of behavior that would demonstrate higher communication, and they don't exist. So, catering to his will isn't going to do anyone any good. Conversely, the scientific value of studying the mutated pupa he wants is exponentially greater than any possible use he could have for it. Bring it to me, and not only will I match any reward he offers, but you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that it will serve a much greater purpose.
I want to like this game, but the dialogue just seems scripted. I don't know, people don't talk that much. I know what you mean. I mean, the games are meant to have a lot of dialogue and that it's very dialogue heavy, but to be honest, this is like going overboard very often. And I don't have a problem with dialogue games, but it really is a lot of dialogue.
I'll have to... Oh, fine. Fine. If scientific discovery and the betterment of future products isn't enough for you, I'll pad your coffers a little something extra.
Can you wear the big spacer hat from the cover in the game? Yes.
Bring me the...
The jest is really...
I don't think I have it anymore, but yes. I don't have it anymore, but yes, you can.
Really tortured at this point.
Sold mine.
This point, Commander.
I've sold mine.
This, surely?
Hi,
Commander?
Peach. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good.
Fort Endurance sure has fared better than Opportunity. Ironic, in its way.
Doing okay in yourself? I'm also doing okay. Thanks for asking. But yeah, I do agree. And as I said, in and itself, I don't think it's a bad game or something like that. But it is extremely dialogue heavy, which in and itself isn't a problem. But it just seems to go overboard here and there a little bit. And not in the sense of that it just wants to make it more atmospheric, but just that it's yapping for the sense of yapping. Does it make sense what I'm saying here? And I'm not saying that it's bad at all, but...
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Oops.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Hey!
Your insides are leaking.
Okay, but there was only one right now in that moment in the first area that I was. So the question is if there would have been more and I didn't know it. Interesting question, isn't it? So glad it's not only me. Yet, as I said, they just go a little bit overboard, in my opinion, which I don't know if I like that. I mean, it doesn't really progress the story. I just think of Fallout, for example, where you have that scientist and the scientist is mad and then of course he's yapping, but yeah. How long till your first outro? Around 6 more minutes. The game is basically 90% dialogue and you don't even have that much options to choose from, but it feels very different and
What
not
makes you
exhausting.
think you're judge, juris,
Yeah, as I
and
said, it's
executioner?
just...
Think does not come into it.
It's
I
not
know
bad
my
at
role is
all.
just.
That's not what I'm
The
saying,
sovereign
right? But it's
architect
just...
ordained is right in all things.
It feels a little bit
act as an
forced.
extension of himself.
So you just make up the rules as you go along? Sounds like a pretty authoritarian way to keep law and order.
At least my actions are ordained. On whose authority does the Earth Directorate act? Humanities? Do you not aid the citizens of Arcadia against their will?
Bet you even thought that retort clever.
Buddy found.
Mediating lethally.
I hate that they're always running away. Ah. Dun, 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 dun. Did you play a WoW? That was classic mid for me, not bad, just not special. Oh, I liked a WoW. But yeah, I mean, I did like the story of a WoW. Because it was quite hard for me. Not hard, that's the wrong word, but it took me quite a long time to really see if the voice in your head is really evil or not, if that makes sense. So due to that, that was for me quite interesting. I liked the WoW, but yeah, also WoW wasn't like the best game ever. No. Hi, Wild Black Mage, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. But I don't think a WoW was bad at all. It was very different. How you doing, my black mage? I enjoyed a WoW though. I also like the companions in the WoW a lot. I will say though, I do agree in Outer Worlds 1 that you had problems more or less really caring about your companions. Because they were like the most interesting thing ever, right? Hope you've been good. I've been okay, yeah, thanks for asking.
Taking punitive action. I don't.
Ready to take the hit. Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
My god, how many of them are there?
Ready to waste them on your command. Watch where you point.
They keep on coming.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Yay, new level! Took some sweet ass time, to be honest, also. New level! Going straight into speech. Mantisaur nest. Let's get that Mantisaur real quick and then we'll do the outro.
Not just standing.
Hey, I'm the one you need to worry about.
Oh, big lag. Big lag here.
I shall not stay your execution.
Those little fuckers are so fucking annoying. They're also so much quicker than you are with melee.
Surely you didn't mean to assault an arbiter.
Piece of shit, man.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Fucking little crawling away, mother truckers. Delicately extract the grenades. This poor trooper has been horrifically shredded by Montisaur claws. Upon close inspection, you notice there are undetonated grenades in its bowels. Though whether this was some dramatic last stand or simply how the body collapsed in anyone's guess. With hands that would rival any surgeon, you delicately move aside flesh and bone to get gently extracted grenades. I will catch a grenade for you. Can't figure out where the monsters are on the screen and where the streamer is. I know. Very disgusting looking like, right? Disgusting!
At your word, I...
Bonk, bonk, bonk. this is more shit, not bonk. 10 out of 10 would be disgusting. I mean, I get it. The thing is, you can insult me with a law, but not with my look, because I'm my biggest hater, so... No, this is something you can offend me with! Stay here! So, where is the little pup? Where is the little pup? There are many dead people here. I really fucked them over. Hi, Exoid, how are you doing? Why don't you make yourself a better version of yourself then? Why would I? I'm born with that face, bud. I think that I can change. That's how my face looks. Why don't you change the nasty attitude of yours, buddy? Sticks and stones can't break my bones if I do it first. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. So maybe the pup is down here. Will be my guess, maybe, because it's a little bit... Ah, see, I knew it. Trooper Pooper. Return the Pooper to Trooper Wentworth or to Biologist Bradford. I think I will give it to the biologist. I'm not sure, but... Oh, shit.
Mantisaurs inbound, Commander. Oh, they're coming from everywhere.
You gotten any interesting trades? I mean, I got some, but I didn't choose them. I was a little bit too unsure about them, you know? Damn. Okay, that one didn't run for whatever reason. This one is running again. Bum, bum. You have a normal face, but you can choose a beautiful image. And you have a very nasty personality. I don't know what you look like, but maybe you're very pretty human. I hope you're a very beautiful human. You don't behave like it, but maybe you are. Who knows? I don't know. Not everything has to be in your beauty standards though. Just as a little FYI. I know life can be very confusing for very close-minded people, but it's just not how it rolls here, you know? Some people like to modify their faces and looks a little bit, that they're not looking as boring as 90% of the other people, but at least they don't bullshit on others. And yeah, I get it. Close-mindedness is really hard for a lot of people, I get it. I was hoping that there wouldn't be more. Hey! And I mean, on the other hand, I always say if I have the time to go into somebody's chat just to insult them on their looks, I would love to have that much time. I sadly do not, but I love if I would. It would be cool. I don't like that the weapon change takes so long. I'm not handsome, but I'm not ugly either. I'm normal. Ah, I see. Beauty is subjective, but there are standards of beauty. You look like... I mean, standards of beauty is something... Standards is always something you should ask or question, right? Don't you think? We always stick with standards that somebody thinks is cool. And also in the other way, how does my looks disturb you? What is so annoying about my looks or offending you that you need to mention it or that you need to talk to me about it? Should maybe ask yourself though. How does it bother you that much that you come here into a stranger's chat and you start chatting about that you find me ugly? Like, why would you even want to do that? Isn't that very boring to do? Also, don't you have anything better to do with your time? Because I for sure would have. But, guys, I'm not going offline, but I'm doing a short outro here, and then afterwards we'll bring the pooper to, I think, biologist Bradford. I think that's more where I'm aiming to. But to everybody who's currently watching this on YouTube as a video, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's part of the Outer Worlds 2, and if you would like to, we do see each other on the next part of it. Bye bye!